here are my rose plants in the front. So as you can see, these are miniature roses, by the way. But as you can see, my rose plants are very healthy in the front. I suppose they got used to all the attention from other people. Even the one that was cut and trimmed by that one person has grown back. You can actually see where it was cut before, right here. There's a cutting there that someone else did. And what happens is from the base of where it was cut, it grew up. So that's interesting to see that it did that. And then there was other cuttings that they did here, like there at the bottom, there and there was also cut. So I think they took like 3 or 4 cuttings or so, and then these 2 were probably just like from me or something, cutting a flower to give to people. After all, that one's the red rose plant, and the rest of these are white roses. And I took less of those than I did of the red rose plant. Oh, there's another really big clone that was cut here at the bottom. Yeah, that one was cut for some reason. I was unhappy about that. So they took at least 3 cuttings trying to clone it. Not too happy about that, but that's okay. That's how the roses are doing. And then as for the cactuses in the front, over here, got this guy. And actually, my morning glories are still alive and doing pretty good, despite being over here where there's not as much rain. And here's the rest of the cactus plants over here in the jade. Aloe's doing pretty good. I have some weeds. Those clovers need to be taken out. I take them out all the time and they just keep going back. I think that they were inside the soil to begin with. But okay. That is the front yard. And last year's attempt in order to reproduce rose plants didn't do so well. As you can see, the rose cuttings, they did not form roots yet and reproduce. But I'm wondering what happens if I just keep it there. Maybe it'll eventually reproduce, you know, and turn into a rose plant. We'll see what happens. Okay, and so here are my cactus plants, and then here's my apple tree. The other rose plant, which also appears dead for some reason. I don't know why my rose plants are just dying off in the backyard, but the ones in the front are doing pretty good. There's the strawberries there. Here's my cactuses. I actually ate some of this cactus just to see what it tastes like. It tastes pretty good, not gonna lie. There's prickly pear, and those are blueberries in the back. So the blueberries actually still have leaves on them. They do pretty well actually in the wintertime. And then there's a cactus plant that I cloned off the top after I ate that. I took the top piece and I stuck it back in the ground. Hopefully it turns into something. But yes. Now we wait. I'm not sure if this banana is going to turn into anything or not. I kind of just put a banana in the ground, not going to lie. Just because I saw other people do it. And I could be just like a giant fool for doing that. But we'll see if, I'm going to debunk, basically. I'm going to debunk the videos online of other people trying to grow bananas to see if it actually does anything. I don't have it covered or anything. Just want to see if this will do the job. And, of course, the other apples have not sprouted yet. I keep putting seeds in here, hoping that one day it will turn into an apple tree. But so far, nothing. Just a couple saplings over there that sprouted. I was lucky, and a couple of those seeds decided to sprout, but nothing else did. I guess most seeds are infertile. But some of them are fertile. That's how I was able to get those 2 other trees to sprout. So, just hoping the others sprout eventually. We'll see though. Just going to keep eating apples until then. Alright, and so this is the garden for the front. These are the apple trees. That's how they're doing right now. Bean sprouts. Spearmint, peppermint sprouting. It's doing really good. It's starting to come out. I have carrots that are starting to grow, which are good. You can kind of see from here that my carrots are starting to grow because I can dig these out and actually get a root. Aha, that one I can feel. I'll pull this one out. See, carrot. I'll put it back. Get back in the ground, carrot. Get back in the ground. Aha. Alright, let's not mess with that one anymore. So yeah, carrots are doing okay. Spread that one over here. Banana tree. Apples haven't sprouted yet over here yet. Not sure if those are infertile or not. Tomatoes are doing okay. Calendula is doing okay. That has been growing in a bunch of tomato seeds apparently. So that one's coming back. Cayenne pepper's doing great. The Thai chilies appear to have died off. And tomatoes are growing out a bit. So sad, unfortunately. No more Thai chilies, but plenty of cayenne pepper is growing. I like cayenne pepper more anyway. And there's the cayenne pepper over here. Transferred a tomato plant that was growing in that to up here. Look at that. Look at those cherry tomatoes. Yeah. I like how it just like goes, oh, this is a nice place to rest. It goes up here, and it comes down, and it rests here. Like the perfect place. Okay. And down here. I'm not sure if these are melons or not. I originally put melons down here. And I'm not sure if those are actually melons, but they all look similar, so I'm hoping that they are. Okay. Apple trees. The apple trees are still doing pretty good. I added a pomegranate tree. This is my prized goji berry. It doesn't have very big thorns and produces lots of fruit all the time. A papaya plant decided to sprout all of a sudden, so I have papaya. That one's papaya. It's a papaya tree. I might get a few more of those to grow. I dug it out from this pot, so if there's another papaya plant, it should appear in here somewhere, because I put a papaya in the ground here a long time ago, and it finally sprouted. And so I have papaya. That's a pomegranate tree. As you can see, the leaves of the papaya tree died off completely, and this is normal. It will come back. And then mandarin orange tree, banana tree I added. These two I added recently. That's the old goji berry plant. My goji berries are actually still alive. You can see they're still growing. But this is going to be my moneymaker. This one spreads a lot. It didn't produce any fruit. This one produced no fruit. Complete opposite of that one over there. That one doesn't spread like at all and produces lots of fruit. That's how its genetics are. And this one just spreads but produces like no fruit. So that one I think eventually will produce fruit, because I was reading that goji berries, like all goji berry plants, produce fruit eventually, but some of them are just more aggressive than others. That one is the very aggressive one. That one's the very nurturing one. So they're basically opposites. You might even say that one's female and that one's male, but hey, I don't really know. And there's my peach tree. Here's the neighbor's peach tree. So peaches just die off like that. And that's how the backyard is doing. Unfortunately, it looks like my grapes died. You'll see the red grapes died out. And then after the red grapes died out, the green grapes died out. So I'm wondering if grapes just do that. And then this red rose plant also died off. But the red roses in the front seem to be doing okay. So that has me a little concerned. And then I added this blueberry plant to back here. I think that this blueberry plant will do really well to support these little baby blueberries over here that are growing. And as you can see, my purple cones died because they typically die in the winter. Even the ones in the front that I have died. My basil plant died out. A tomato basically just like invaded my basil plant And when I pulled the tomato plant out, the basil died, and I think a cat actually ate my basil plant, because look, looks like something came over here and bit it. It just bit my basil plant, ate it, and then it died. And I have this basil plant back here. That's sweet basil, I believe, or Tulsi as it's called, or holy basil also it's called that too. And these, I think, should be seeds, but I don't see any seeds there. It smells good though. Perhaps that would still make a good tea. Okay, now it's a little baby carrot. I don't know how that got in there. And then looks like something's growing there. Not sure what that is. Any blackberries? Negative. No blackberries. Just a basil plant. And looks like I have something growing down here. Oh, spinach. Ah, that's a spinach plant. Huh. It seems to grow darker leaves when it's in a darker area. Typical. But, you know, that spinach plant's dark too, so I don't know. This spinach is not dark, but that one is, and that one is. Go figure. This one is higher up as well, so, and younger. But you'll see the older leaves are a little darker. Spinach gets darker as it ages, perhaps. And if it's also in a dark, shaded area, which that one has always been, so I'm surprised that one's not darker, but that's okay. Sprouts. That's it.